How y'all doing over there? Y'all staying warm out here? You staying warm? You are? Why y'all looking at me like I'm crazy? Are y'all having some breakfast this morning? I haven't ate yet. Alright, well, it's nice talking to you guys, okay? I'll let you continue back to your morning breakfast, alright? Alright? Peace out.
Free, that's what I want to be.
Although I quit my job, I still believe there's nothing wrong with living a nomadic lifestyle with a full-time job. I just happen to choose the wrong type of work. Will I get another job? Right now, I'm not sure. I'm not quite looking. Now, I still have the goals of upgrading to a bigger vehicle. Will it happen? Yes, it will happen someday. I just don't know when. The one thing I love most about my lifestyle is having the freedom to explore my creative side and being able to videograph chapters of my life and sharing it with all of you. And I thank you all so much for being here and watching my journey through my highs, my lows, and my in-betweens. Before I jumped full-time into this lifestyle, I van-lifed part-time with a full-time job for almost a year and some change. See, before I went full-time living in my self-converted minivan, I prepared myself financially. I was able to clear my debt, and my minivan is fully paid for. This makes my monthly expenses low and manageable. I don't have to pay rent, mortgage, utilities, and the list of expenses that it costs to live in a stationary home. I don't have those expenses. I do have financial obligations, but it's not that much. And this is the life that I created for myself. It wasn't given to me. I worked hard for it. They say life is what you make it. And my lifestyle, with the ability to support myself without a traditional job, is a life that I've worked hard for. This same concept applies to all of you. Life is what you make it. And I've learned that life is like a blank canvas. The possibilities are endless. You can choose the colors and shapes that you want to fill it with. It's up to you to make the most of it by dreaming big and working hard to make your dreams a reality. Don't be afraid to take risks and mistakes. It's all part of the journey. Okay, guys. I done got bougie with the coffee since I have a new fridge. Oops. I'll get that. Let me get that lid. Because I can buy Cool Whip, whipping cream, and put it in the coffee. Doesn't that sound fun? Thanks, new fridge. Sat Power, you are awesome. Okay, so I want to talk about two things in this video. I'm going to make a few announcements, well, one announcement, and then I'm going to talk about two things. The announcement is this. I've been, one of my videos or two of my videos have been hit by scammers. So if you come across a respond in your comments stating that you won something, or I am asking for information or money, that is not me, okay? I will never ask you guys for money or your personal information, you know, in that fashion. So don't respond to those. If you come across it, please bring it to my attention. I think we've taken care of most of them, so I'm just not sure if it's all of them, but I have reported it, and I think most of them have already been removed. At least I don't see them, so just wanted to say that. I don't want any of you guys to become a victim of fraud, okay? That. Now, the point of this video, guys, is I want to talk about two different things. My travel updates and how I feel about camping at campsites or being stealthy in the city. Travel updates. I am thinking about heading out of Missouri in the next couple of weeks. And where I am heading, it won't be west, it will be down south this time. As much freedom as the desert gives you to camp out, BLM land and all that, down there in Arizona and stuff like that, I just, I had enough of the desert this year, okay? And the desert thing is not my thing. But, so I do have a baby shower to go to sometime next week. And that's what I'm waiting on, basically. But I also got some unfinished business that I need to take care of here in Missouri. Most of you may know, and some of you may not know, I do have a lot of new subscribers here. But just to put it on the table, I am separated from my husband, and we are currently going through a divorce, and I'm still slowly but surely moving things out of the house into my storage unit. So, so we've been able to take care of some things so far since I've been back here, and also some paperwork has been filed. I'll leave it at that. Okay. So that's been taken care of. But other than that, if I don't go to this baby shower, my cousin, this is my favorite cousin in the whole world. I love her to death. We're so compatible. And, but she's going to be a grandma. So her daughter is pregnant and they're having her daughter's baby shower. And since I be in and out of town, I've been missing quite a few of her functions. So I better go to this one. I better stick around and think about my cousin versus myself and go. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to go. It would be a blast. And so those are a few more obligations, things that I got going on. And then I'm not sure, even with the paperwork that was filed, if there's going to be a court date. I don't know. But nonetheless, I'm not going to let anything hold me back. I'm still going to travel and get out of Missouri sooner than later. Now I want to talk about camping at campgrounds versus camping or stealthing in the city. I like campgrounds. I'm not even going to lie. Campgrounds give me a more relaxed feeling, at ease. You know, being in the city, I'm on guard so much. Okay, who's around me? Who's looking at me? You know, I mean, I'm from St. Louis, and you know, if anybody, I'm sure there are some people on here that are from St. Louis. Steve, I know you are, and a few other people are from St. Louis and or live here currently. So St. Louis, you got to be on your P's and Q's. You got to be aware of your surroundings. You know what I'm saying? You can't be having people coming up in your personal space. You know what I'm saying? Because people here are very hungry. You know what I mean? So anything can pop off at any time, daylight, night, it don't matter. So for me, like, I spent some time being in the city. I don't stealth in St. Louis City. I am always somewhere out, stealthing, or I'm at a campground, which, like I said, most of my campgrounds, I don't share where I go because this is my safe place. Sorry. Now, I will share the ones that I don't go to regularly. I will share that information. But I like campgrounds. And I'm not sure how this newfound like is going to, what's it going to do to my travels? I'm usually in the cities, but I really like being able to, you know, pull into my spot, you know, set my table up outside, you know, hook up, you know, set my solar panels outside, set my chair up, my grill, you know, I mean, not my grill, my stove and stuff, just set things up and be totally comfortable because everyone around you is doing the same thing. You know what I mean? Versus in the city, you have to be discreet about things, you know, like I was at this park, this day use park yesterday, and I wanted to take advantage of the sun because it was mainly cloudy, but the sun was out part of the day. And I was like, okay, I'm by this park. Let me stop, put my solar panel out so I can charge my battery. And I went to the park, and I mean, it was a big park too. And I parked in a spot that was like totally away from everyone. And, you know, and then as soon as I pull in, 2 or 3 minutes later, this truck pulls in with these 3 dudes. You know, they're just talking, smoking cigarettes, and, you know, and I'm just like, ain't no way on God's earth I'm pulling out my solar panels while these dudes are over there because, you know, I just don't want them walking up to me, asking me any questions. Hey, what's that? Because that makes me nervous in St. Louis. And, you know, St. Louis, you know, don't enter my personal space like that, you know. Not saying that they would do any harm, but hey, you just never know. You know, you never know if you're going to get robbed or not. So, and that's my fear. Don't rob me. So I was just like, you know, thinking, if I was at a campsite, this wouldn't have happened. And I would have been completely comfortable putting my stuff out because I'm in an area known for that to happen. So I don't know how this is all going to work, because the other thing that you know, right now it's in the colder months. So you don't have, I'm not dealing with like bugs right now. So this makes it even more relaxing for me. So for me, like when it's non-bug season, that's the best time for me to go camping. It may be chilly and it may be cold or whatever, but there's no bugs. So I don't know. This summer, I think we're going to try some more campgrounds and see how I do with that, with my fear of bugs. But I do like the relaxed feeling that I get when I am at campgrounds. Okay? Yeah, and I know, like, I watch Anthony's channel, and he loves campgrounds. And now I can see why. You know, I can definitely see why he loves campgrounds. Because you can just be you, and, you know, you don't have to be, your alert level is not as high, you know, and it's on a different type of high. You may be more alert by, you know, wildlife, you know, than anything. So it's just different, definitely different. And I was watching Joy Rout's, Frankie's video this morning, and, well, I don't know if it came out this morning, but I watched it this morning. But she was just talking about, like, you know, stepping out of your comfort zone. And instead of doing the same thing, you find yourself in, a routine, a mundane, or whatever you call that type of schedule, and doing van life in your home city is boring. And when she said that, I was like, you know what? Maybe she's right. I think she's completely right, because I'm bored here in St. Louis. To me, I live here. I've been here for years. So going to see the arch is not something exciting to do. Not for me, but maybe for someone who's never been here, Like, I have no desire to go to the arch. None. The Busch Stadium, been there, Anheuser-Busch, been there. So, I mean, these are places I've been to more than once, so going to the zoo here, going to Six Flags. I mean, I've seen it all. Well, I'm not going to say I've seen it all here, but I've seen all that I want to see. It's not much to offer in Missouri, in my eyes. I'm not a bar person or a club person. I don't like to do a lot of shopping. I don't like to be in areas where it requires you to spend money. Okay. And that's another thing that I noticed about being at campgrounds versus being in the city stealthing. You spend less money. Hands down. I mean, there have been situations where I would be in my car and I would have like bottled water. I buy these things, Crystal Light things, to go in my water so I can have flavored water. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I don't drink soda, but I normally drink a lot of water, but sometimes I like a little flavor in my water. But I'll have something to drink in my van, but I'll stop at the store and buy something. You get what I'm saying? And you're thinking in your head, and then you go in there and you buy you something to drink, and you may get you a bag of chips or a snack or something. And by the time you know it, that's $4 or $5 that you spent, that you didn't need to spend if you just would have went in the back of your car and got what you needed because you already paid for it. You already have it. So I have noticed that when I am at a campground, I tend to utilize my resources. I tend to use and eat what I have in the van, because 9 times out of 10, when I pull up to a campsite, I don't leave until it's time for me to go. I usually try to arrive with enough food to last me, enough food and water and propane and butane and all that stuff to last me into my departure date. So I have noticed that about campgrounds. You spend less money when you're not in the city, definitely. And another thing that, I want to bring up is that, I have things that I purchased, like my tent and things like that, to set up to be at campgrounds. I got a tarp. I got all these things, and I'm not even using them because I'm in the city all the time. Because there's no way I'm finna pull up in a Walmart parking lot and set up a tent. You're not going to do that. So I'm thinking I want to try more campgrounds this year. I'm going to try more campgrounds this year. That's something new. Okay, I have something new. And it's going to be very interesting in the summertime when all the bugs come out. Very interesting. Did you go out, baby? My light went out, y'all. Yeah, I gotta head out of here. You guys, it's going to be another cloudy day. Rainy day, and I'm running low on power. I'm running low on power. So I think I am going to head to my mom's and plug in my power generators so I can have power, because I'm running low on power, because that's why that light went out. I just ran that battery down. Crap. Yeah, I started to go to another paid campground this time. But I went out there yesterday and I had no cell reception. No cell reception. And that was a bummer, because it was a really nice campground. So I came to this free campground where I can have cell reception, but I have no power. And that's another thing I'm looking into is securing my internet. When I get on the road, I'm thinking about Starlink. I'm in the beginning stages of looking into it, but I'm thinking about it. So if you guys have any experience or anything like that, or advice on internet service, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your experience is, because I need to be able to get internet if I'm camping out somewhere and I at least got one bar service or something. I need to be able to connect to the internet in some type of way so that I can continue to work on the road versus having to be in the city a lot, as much. That will definitely help me. All right, guys, I'm rambling this morning. I'm gonna get to moving this morning. It's a little nippy. It's probably in the 30s right now. And I'm gonna head to my mom's and charge my batteries. It's gonna be a job, but if anybody knows anything about the Jackery 240, it takes several hours for it to charge up. You know, it takes a long time. But anyways, that's the only way I can get it charged. And I have 2 of them. And I don't want to go bringing those in the library right now. No. And I don't want to sit in the library that long today. Anyways, that's going to be the end of this video today, guys. I just wanted to make that announcement and just talk about, campgrounds versus being in the city, what it means to me. And, I'm looking forward to these new adventures. I'm looking forward to visiting new campgrounds. It would be a complete new, different experience, for me in a sense. I want to be relaxed this summer. So, yeah, awesome. Anyways, guys, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I greatly appreciate it, you guys. And like I always say, live your joy, travel safely, and I will see you on the next video. Shalom. With an open mind and an optimistic attitude, you can create a life that is truly unique and meaningful. A life that allows you to live your joy. And I am so thankful for all of you and the support that you've shown me. I wouldn't be here without you. I love you all so much, and together we can live our joy.
I've spent my days being ready to go. I have lived my life on the road. I always keep on moving on. When the sun